Yun. Woo! Alright, kamusta bro? Kamusta? And hi sa lahat na nakikinig ngayon. And of course, super super thank you sa pag-invite sa akin sa podcast mo, bro. Yeah. Mm. Oh, game. Yun, ito, excited, happy. Pinagkakaabalahan ko ngayon is mainly coaching and mentoring. Ayan. So, nakafocus ako sa mga yan, one-on-one coaching, therapy. Tinutuloy ko yung pangarap natin, di ba? As pareho tayong certified na hypnotherapist, uh, pinapractice ko na talaga siya. Dahil as I see, ano eh, ang laking bagay na ma-share to sa mga taong nangangailangan. Lalo na behavior programming, how you get to program the subconscious mind. And yung mga practice na ginagawa natin sa NLP, yan, discuss pa natin mamaya yan. Neuro-linguistic programming, tsaka yung paggamit ng hypnosis to program the mind, ang laking tulong. Nakita na natin yan through the years. We've worked with different people. And I do think, ito, like, nandito tayo sa podcast, we could talk about it more so that people who are interested could get to really understand how it could work for them or how it could shape or create impact sa mga tao sa paligid nila pag naintindihan nila to, di ba? So, yun yung ginagawa ko. Yeah. Oo. Oo. Oo, sige. So, hypnotherapy, at simplehan lang natin. Siyempre, hypnotherapy using hypnosis to do therapy. Tama? Yung, so, yung, di ba? Basically, ganun. So, gagamit ka ng, yung mga, yan, yung progressive relaxation. Kung mapapansin mo, yung mga, hindi, wag natin i-connect siya sa hypnosis sa stage. Yung tipong, okay, focus on my sleep, tas ba, tulog. Di ba? Yung mga ganun, okay, pala, kung ano ka na, cluck like a chicken. You're a dog now, di ba? Or you're forgetting your name. Di ba? So, oo, makakalimutan mo 'yan. So, yun yung sa stage. Pero if we get to work with hypnotherapy, it's more of like guiding a person into a very relaxed state, a very focused state. And then you get the resources there, you help them, like yung iba parang dinadala sa past, 'di ba? You could help a person work um with their past also, which is also just inside our minds. 'Di ba? The past exists inside us na eh. 'Di ba? Tapos na, nangyari na 'yon eh. 'Di ba? Pero there are also a lot of people who are more centered with the future. So if you get to see that a simple question like, if you how do you see yourself 5 years from now? And that simple question would just instantly, 'di ba, ipoprocess ng utak mo, and you are already processing things in the future. Oh, 'di ba? Future pacing, 'di ba? So parang ini-imagine mo na itsura mo in the future. Now, if you could access that, tingnan mo how do you see yourself 5 years from now? And you see a very confident person, a very like positive person, a very successful person. Now, the next question that we could ask is, if you could just jump into that person right now and be that person, how do you feel? Tapos dadali mo yung feeling na yun dun sa present. Imagine how that could change, 'di ba? That simple dynamic inside your head right now. So, oh. So yung mga ganong tools like future pacing, timeline, 'di ba? Meron pa ngayon timeline therapy, 'di ba? These are concepts that these are tools that a neurolinguistic programming practitioner or a hypnotherapist could use to help your mind get the programming that it needs so that you could easily make better decisions in your life right now. Mm. 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 Yeah, it's an alternative. Again, different professions kasi yan eh. So there are hypnotherapists, meron din hypnotherapist na psychiatrist, hypnotherapist na psychologist, meron din mga psychologist na 'di ba? Iba may ibang factors, si cognitive behavior therapy. Yung iba they get their solutions through spiritual means, 'di ba? So different approaches yan eh. And one thing that we both advocate, Justin, and we both agree with is yung concept sa NLP na for each person there's a different map, there's like a different world eh. Oh, how you see things, how you perceive things. And one thing na gusto namin i-share din sa lahat na nakikinig is tailor fit yan eh. Minsan um a person believes that spiritual approach worked for them, pero ginawa nila yung same treatment doon sa isang tao na does not align with that. Papansin mo wala masyadong effect eh, right? So again, that's why there are alternatives, and if you get to understand that alternative and you believe in it, lumalakis yung chance that it gets to work with that client or that person. Yeah, adjust ka. Oo. Mm. Okay. Sige. Okay. Bata, ano? Challenge 'to, timeline jump tayo, time skip. Okay, jump back. Okay. Um, yeah, yeah. Sige. Mm. Yeah. Oo. Hindi na namin mauulit yung kanina. Hindi na namin matatandaan yung sinabi namin. Yung dito na sa question na 'to. Oo, sige. Hindi, feel free to interject when needed. I mean, this is very appreciated kasi importante yan eh. Oo. 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 Okay naman. Okay. So, saan tayo? Childhood. Okay, okay. So, thinking back, medyo interject ko lang for some people, medyo challenge yung pag-remember. May mga tao naman na remember nila hanggang baby pa sila o minsan fetus pa sila, kaya may regression. Ganun. Hindi ko kaya, hindi ko, siguro youngest na kaya ko alalahanin, siguro mga 5, pero sobrang short, napakaliit na memory lang. 'Di ba? Pero if I get to think about it, childhood ko, very loving ang family. Ayan, mom and dad, lumaki ako sa lola ko, lola, lolo, palagi ako nandun. And then yung sa schooling, okay naman. Pero nung mga bata-bata ako, hindi ako I had a fascination with math. So, ako mga math, parang memorization, tapos siyempre very strict yung dad ko with studies. Parang talaga kailangan memorizein ko 'tong multiplication. I know na ang laking parang napakaimportante sa kanya na maintindihan ko yung mga multiplication table, maging magaling ako sa klase. Okay? So, malaking factor yon. And then, moving forward, parang medyo tahimik lang ako sa klase. Oo. Oo, medyo tahimik na palaaway. So, palagi ako may kasundukan dati. So, parang basagulero lang ako, tahimik lang, tahimik. Hindi ko masabi, sa tingin ko tahimik ako pero parang medyo palagi ako may kaaway din. And then, yeah, introvert pa rin ako hanggang ngayon. Introvert pa rin. So, it was a challenge for me. Yan, isi-share ko na yan. So, nakita ko nun, syempre may mga crush-crush ka, di ba? So, lahat ng naging crush ko, hindi ko nakausap. I had a problem with talking with women. Okay? So, torpe. Talagang torpe talaga. Hanggang college. So, nag-jump na ako sa college, ganun pa din. Torpe pa din. So, ang naging center ko was gaming. So, naging parang Counter-Strike yung naging libangan ko. All games, yeah. Warcraft, Starcraft, Counter-Strike. And that was my focus talaga. So, bata pa lang ako, sobrang gamer na ako. And then, what happened next is, ayun na, college and then work na. Ang siguro blessing para sa akin was nakapag-call center ako. Ako, oo, exactly. Exactly. So yung English na kuwari kailangan natin magte-training tayo in English, hindi siya naging factor. Kaya mo i-deliver yung mga words mo ng malinis, tapos yung accent, 'di ba? Yung energy mo mamamanage mo kasi buong araw nasa call ka, 'di ba? Tapos nakikipagmurahan ka pa dun sa mga, 'di ba? Eh, 'di ba? Minumura ka. Tapos, pero maganda doon, pag ganun yung nangyayari, na ma-manage mo rin yung emotions mo. Kasi syempre, minumura ka na, minamanage mo pa. And when I was working, it was a very, very hard like life sa mga tao sa US noon. Kasi recession noon eh, nung nagwo-work ako. Oh. So, as a bill collector, I had to negotiate on a daily basis so that they would pay their bills. Imagine mo yun, wala na silang pera, tatawagan mo sila para singilin sila ng utang nila na wala silang pambayad. Kailangan eh. Oo. And kaya that's the time that I started studying about negotiation approaches, yung tonality. And then syempre medyo ipit din kami with what we call AHT, average handling time. So kailangan hindi ka pwedeng rarapor-rapor ka ng mahaba, 30 minutes na yung call mo, 'di ba? Hindi pwede. So as fast as possible, and then you have to make their promises stick, right? So dun ko nakuha yung mga main concepts na ginagamit ko nung simula ako sa sales. Kasi after ng BPO, napunta na ako sa sales and like mga MLM companies, selling different products, yan, selling different services. So then dun ko na kinailangan mag-upskill talaga. So as an introvert, it was really a big, big, big challenge for me to talk in front of people, to do what I'm doing right now. As in solid hirap. Hirap. Kakainin mo talaga yung rejection, parang normal sa yung rejection, mag-o-offer ka pa lang, diniditch ka na ng tao, hindi ako interesado. Tapos yung feeling na meron kang palapit ka pa lang, parang minsan yung ibang kaibigan mo, parang may bebenta lang yan. Oo. So, ramdam mo yung mga ganong concept. But again, sinong gagawa ng pangarap mo? Wala eh. Ikaw yung gagawa ng mga desisyon sa buhay mo para kumita ka, para mag-thrive ka eh. So, at that time, doon, grit. Yun yung isang concept no na talagang pinapractice ko na teka lang, hindi sa akin importante yung anong tingin nila. Ang importante dito yung end result. So yung mga mindset ko from way back when I was doing sales and yung sa call center nga, I'm still carrying it right now. 'Di ba? Kasi aral ka, improve ka. Nag-fail ka dito sa client na to, hindi porke nag-fail ka dito sa client na to, mag-fail ka dun sa susunod. Okay? So, titingnan mo yung mga what's working for other people, yun na yun, modeling. So, when I started to study neuro-linguistic programming, ang concept lang na nasa isip ko was, um, nakita ko yun sa, ano, sa YouTube. 'Di ba? There's this one guy, ang pangalan niya si Jamie Smart. Okay, Jamie Smart. Oh, Jamie Smart. NLP Salad. Yan. So, he was talking about neuro-linguistic programming. So, parang, okay, tas puro parang therapy yung ginagawa niya, coaching. Pero I saw it na parang, teka lang, ang galing nung delivery niya. And then yun na, lumalim na tayo. Medyo doon na tayo sa part na connected din tayo, Justin. Ross Jeffries. Okay, okay. Yan, yan, yan. Ah, pero maraming, yeah, tama. Pero yung mga approaches kasi ng nandun kay Ross naman was more centered with linguistics. So, NLP din. Actually, yung part ng NLP na hindi tinuturo sa mga practitioner programs ngayon. Wala eh. Very practical use. So, yung mga concepts like yung sa mga embedded commands, hindi siya masyado natuturo. Well, natuturo siya sa mga convo hip, di ba? Conversational hypnosis. Pero, nag, yung approach niya with NLP is a mixture of like psychological techniques and tricks then mga dark approaches then so understanding the words could and how you deliver it could change the landing and the effect. Oh. Bigyan natin ng context. Sige, sige, sige. Jump muna tayo sa NLP. So with neuro linguistic programming, it's more of like yun nga, neuro, nerves, linguistic words, programming the mind, 'di ba? So to explain it simply, ito lang yung pinaka shortest na explanation namin ng NLP. It's a process of excellence. Okay? So if you look at neurolinguistic programming this way, marami kasing tools ang neurolinguistic programming. It was developed like 1960s, 1970s by two people, yeah, si Richard Bandler tsaka si John Grinder. Okay? So these two people, they studied like mga well-known therapists. Okay, pero isa na sa mga main na tinadi nila is napakagaling na hypnotherapist which is si Milton Erickson. We most hypnotists still consider Milton the best hypnotist of all time, right? Because yeah, yeah. So ang galing yung mga problema ng mga dati, talagang normal conversation lang. And yun nga, meron mga concepts sa NLP like yung mga Milton models, tama? And meron din mga concepts na nabuo from studying Milton Erickson. Yan yung mga tinatawag namin na mind bending language. Right? So if you get to think about it, meron tayong mga conversations na parang ganito, na parang, uy, Justin, alam mo yung pinsan ng tito mo na kapatid ng kapitbahay yung nakausap mo kahapon, pero parang minessage ka yata niya. Okay? So, ha? Tito ng pinsan. Okay. So, what our mind gets to process kasi, we're always processing a flow before we get to reply. Tama? So, if you get to work with specific words, it could easily like put a person into what we call a TIP, what we call a trance of infinite possibilities. So when a person is in a state like yung parang na blanco ka sa process mo ba? Tama? It's easier to suggest, to leave a suggestion inside when that happens. So these are techniques. Oh, naging workshop na, ano? Yeah, model of excellence. What works? Mm. Mm. Good point. Sobra. Simula nung inaral natin 'to and we went deeper, kasi ito, siguro ibabalik ko lang dun sa story nung buhay ko, yung process ko, paano ako umabot dito sa point na 'to. It was because of really good friends, okay. So, alam ni Justin din 'to kasi kami yung magkakasama nun, with Jason, sila Strick, sila Kit, 'di ba? Sila sila Roy, sila Jov, sila Robert, and, um we did practice. Okay, when we were starting up with studying NLP, wala kasing mga tao na nagtuturo noon. 2009, 2012, 2000 nagkakilala kami ni Justin, I think 2013, 2014 na eh. Mga ganong area na. Oo. So, ngayon, nung mga panahon na, dekada na, bro. Dekada na yung friendship natin. Kala mo, dekada na. Um, kung bakit hindi ko ma-compare yung learning ng NLP with different people because NLP is so broad. Okay? Napakalawak ng NLP. So pag tinatanong kami about NLP, pansinin ninyo, iba yung definition ni Justin. Iba yung definition ko. Pag kumausap kayo ng ibang mga trainers ng NLP, iba rin yung definition nila. Iba rin. Kasi kanya-kanya ka ng interpretation. Yun yung maganda dito sa concept na to eh. You get to understand the basic principles and you are free to actually interpret it the way you want it to be or the way it fits your current reality, right? So you to connect with that nung mga unang panahon, no, sa mga nagsisimula kami, we were just centered with language patterns. Wala yung mga coaching wala, inaaral lang namin. Ganda rin sinabi ni Justin doon sa talk niya, sulat ko nga. Okay, loud and clear, di ba? Simple, simple word. For the first time, loud and clear, di ba? Tapos, nung huling nagpunta ako sa event ni Justin, yung meron dun sa TikTok yung nagsasabi, no way. Di ba? So pag kung so pag meron sobrang ganda or amazing na nangyayari dun sa stage, di ba? Parang sa utak ko agad na anchor na parang, whoa, no way, no way. It creates a very very nice effect. Okay, so yun na different meanings ng neuro linguistic programming and yung approaches. So yun nga, nagsimula kami linguistics. Then as we moved forward, we were now working with subconscious programming for therapy. Oh, doon na papasok yung neuro tsaka yung programming. So tinitingnan na namin yung patterns. So if a person says that Ken or Justin, meron I feel bad right now. I feel meron akong depression. Yeah, it's a big word, 'di ba? Pero if we get to understand as we get to work more with these cases, iba yung approaches namin with psychiatrists, psychologists. We're iba ya. Iba. So minsan ang nagiging approach lang namin dito was to get to understand where they are at right now. So if you were to define what depression is, what is depression like for you? Now we get an understanding of what it is for them. Baka yung iba kasi I feel sad and I feel lonely. Tama? So sad and lonely equals depression for them, right? Oh, for them specifically. So medyo clear sa mga sinabi ni Justin din for them at sinabi ko rin for them. That doesn't mean that that's our meaning, that's our definition of depression, right? But for them, that's their definition of it. So what we get, oh, yeah, na hindi na natin nadidig down ng mas maayos dahil syempre we don't get to ask the right questions. Right? So, yun yung isa sa mga advocacy na sinasabi ko nga is, if you get to improve the way you ask questions, you get better and solid answers. Right? So, yun yun. When you get better information, yung sa ginagawa namin sa persuasion ni Justin, better information means the easier it is for us as persuasion specialists to adapt to the situation and the current information. Right? So, nakakapag-adapt ka. Oo, what will you do with the information? So, may kausap ka, biglang, um, Ken, sorry medyo, okay. Minsan doon pa lang ramdam mo na bad timing. Itutuloy mo pa ba yung discussion nyo, yung closing your meeting mo, na nararamdaman mo na bad timing na, the person doesn't feel good? Di ba? Ay, teka lang. I'm just checking, okay ka lang? We could just reschedule this call. I'm more concerned about how you're feeling right now. So, ano, is it okay that we reschedule the call? Diba? Yung ganong simple, you're getting to build deeper rapport because you're showing care, right? So, yun. Yun yung isa pa, no? Medyo malalim na discussion yan, pero bitaw lang tayo ng konting snippet doon. May concept kasi na, meron kasi tayong concept, Justin, yung H+, plus eh. Well, hindi ko na tuturo dito gatekeeper, gatekeeper. Mahaba kasi. Lifestyle na natin yan eh. H plus, oh, H plus. Bigay namin yung yung idea ng H plus. It's what we call hypnotic intent. It's to put it in simple terms, it's more or less like you having a very good intention. Kaya yung branding niya just good intentions, di ba? Good intention. H plus yun. So, having a very good intention or unconditional love to the people that you get to work with. Right? So, it's malalim pa yung, yung explanation na yun, pero yun na yung pinaka overall gist nun. So, here's the thing. May mga nakausap kasi ako ng mga tao din sa field na naging debate siya. Should you care dun sa mga clients mo? Close na. Close na. Lumalaki yung chance, no? Genuine, authentic. Ayan, yan yung mga key persuasion approaches din natin, no, bro? Yun nga, ang laking bagay ng H+, sa care, working with clients, iba yung process pag ang kausap mo is, ano lang, ano ba? Okay, so ano nararamdaman mo? Okay, check. Ito ba? Anong mo nangyari sa buhay mo kanina? Okay. Ano pa? Check, check. Okay, so ito yung dapat mong gawin. Di ba? So what we want to do differently, siguro yung approach lang with the H plus is more of like adding this feeling that you're there pero you're still professional. Gets natin yung concept na kailangan maglalagay ka ng wall mo rin, pero yun nga we as therapists we also get to process like how do you work with energy and how do you work with negativity. So minsan natatanong din sa yan, Justin, na parang dinadampan ka na nung mga clients mo ng lahat ng problema nila sa buhay. How do you manage your energy? Tama. So we as coaches as therapists din, we have approaches on how we could work with ourselves. So etong concept na to, share ko sa inyo, natutunan ko to sa call center. Nung nasa call center ako, binibigyan kami ng different names. Like gawa ka ng sariling pangalan mo. Right? So ang tawag namin dito is creating an avatar. So I've created an avatar that's a hypnotherapist Ken is different from the Ken na kausap nyo ngayon. Si Coach Ken ay different. Iba yung therapist hat. So minsan may time na si therapist has more care in the world. 'Di ba? I mean, yung Ken ngayon kausap mo, asshole pa rin yan. I mean, I'm me, 'di ba? Oo. Iba-iba eh. So, okay. So, okay. Tara, how? Hi, kamusta? O, tara, let's talk. Let's start our chemistry call right now. Di ba? Yung maramdam mo, yung professionalism, yun yung si Ken hypnotherapist. So, parang, okay. So, tell me more about what's happening inside your head. So tonality changes, right? Si Ken na presenter, yan si Ken. Oh guys, oh ito yung pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Persuasion is like this. So meron naman certain point of authority. The body language yan, no? Authority. Oh, ganito yan, ganito yan. Because you are coming from a place of like comfort and experience. Okay? So, yun yung si Ken na speaker. Pero yung Ken na, uy, bro, kamusta, pare, kamusta? Yeah, man. Tangina, let's go. Di ba? Iba rin yung Ken na yun. Yeah, so, those are different avatars that are all me. So, if I need to, like, hindi apektado si Ken inner dun sa client call because at that point, I'm working with a different personality, a different avatar then. So, yun yung pag-manage. Adjust, adaptability, freedom, di ba? Freedom of approach. Yes, yes, yes. Yun yun. So, if you're really interested to learn more about neuro-linguistic programming, I mean, you could just easily check out yung mga videos din ni Justin, videos ko rin. I mean, maraming experts ng NLP and they're all friends. Yun yung maganda dito, konti lang yung mga nagpa-practice ng NLP dito sa Philippines. Ang liit eh. Different approaches lang and yeah, salute to everyone that's sharing the advocacy of neurolinguistic programming and we all believe lalo na yan sa usap namin ni Justin since way back kaya rin kami magkausap ngayon. We both believe that if everyone gets to understand these tools, the skills, it could greatly create an impact with yourself or with the people around you. Yeah. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. So, lead question yan. Sige, isipin natin ng mabuti. Um, I think 2015. That's also the time that alam ko may picture pa tayong dalawa na nakatingin tayo sa camera sa likod eh. That's a training for conversational hypnotherapy. Yeah, that's a certification that we attended noon, di ba? Kay Karsten. Hi, Karsten. If, ano, kita-kits soon. Eh, kung naintindihan mo itong Tagalog. Okay. So, nag-certification kami ni Justin ng conversational hypnotherapy. And sobrang rare ng opportunity na yon. Thinking about it, that time I made the decision na yung parang inikigay mo. Alam mo, ikigai, hanapin mo yung strengths mo. San ba ako masaya at that moment in time? And I saw that I was good with connecting with people, bridging people. Anong ginagawa ko that I really feel good about doing it? And it was, yun, sharing. Yan, mga meetups, di ba? And then nakita ko, am I creating a positive impact sa mga buhay ng mga nakakausap ko, mga clients ko? And I saw that. Tapos yung mga testimonials na nababasa mo, mini-message ka ng mga tao, Coach Ken, maraming maraming salamat dun sa, yung mga ganun. Justin, alam mo yan, di ba? Good feedback, good feedback. Meron eh, kahit isang tao tapos nag-iba yung trajectory ng buhay nila because of just one conversation. Sabi nga nila, Strix eh, di ba, you're just one thought away from that change that you want to happen in your life. So, yung ganong kasimpleng bagay, I wrote it down. Sinulat ko yon yung mga strengths ko. And nakita kong pwedeng ituloy na hanggang sa tumanda ako, was coaching, was doing this, what I'm doing right now. Because simple explanation ko is habang tumatanda ka, kasi ng mga panahon ng 2015, medyo younger pa tayo nun, di ba? I was looking for something that I could do hanggang mga 60, 70, 80. And there, kung aabot man, di ba? And if you see the speakers that are doing their talks like sila Francis Kong, di ba? Ang gagaling ng mga trainers, di ba? They're already, di ba, at the high age na. Pero they're delivering value. Tama, exactly. And yung concept, if you get to understand the frame here, mas matanda yung speaker, it gets, meron association na mas meron siyang experience, mas meron siyang authority, mas meron siyang wisdom. So sabi ko, teka lang. So ngayon, if I get to hone my skills, I'm not saying to be the best. Ako, hindi ko goal maging best eh. Ang goal ko is to be on that level of expertise, di ba? Kasi impact lang ang gusto ko mangyari. So, as I get to hone my skills more, nag-grow pa ng nag-grow yung influence ko as the years go by. So kung dumating na ako dun sa stage ng nasa 60 plus na ako, I could still do what I see or what I feel is fun for me. Which is yung ganito pa din. Planting seeds ka na. Yeah. 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 Start. Start. Salamat. Mm. I could say yes. I could say yes. Kasi mapapansin mo yan sa tao, yung energy. Tama. So, iba-iba tayo ng definition ng happiness. So, if I get to ask you, Justin, what's your definition of happiness? And magtanong din tayo sa iba't ibang tao, iba-iba yan. It's the same thing as success eh. It's perception. Tama ba? So if I were to define my happiness, am I happy with my life right now? I could say yes. I mean, I'm with surrounded with good people. I have everything that I need. 'Di ba? Kung ano man, PC ko, nakapaglaro ako ng Dota ko, ML or whatsoever. I mean, I defined what makes me happy. I defined what fun is. Eh. So, mas madali siyang maatim o marating. Right? So, ito yung concern with other people eh. I mean, masaya ka ba ngayon, Coach Ken? Hindi eh. Teka lang, okay, let's define what happiness is for you. Or define muna natin. Minsan, that's what we forget eh. We forget to define it. Hindi siya clear for us. So may mga factors na ganun. So, happiness coming from outside, happiness coming from inside. Malawak na topic 'yan. And isang gusto namin, parang quote yata na napag-usapan natin nun, parang uh, ayoko ano kasi to generalization eh. People perform better when they're happy. Actually may sense naman din siya. Pero ito na yung pero. Ano? Ito na naman. Si Ken pero. Here's the thing. We're not saying that a person should be happy all the time. Okay? It's okay to not be happy at times, pero happiness or positive states are really you could access positive states eh. If you're working with negative states naman, ang masasabi lang namin diyan is daanan mo. Hindi namin sinasabi na don't feel sad, don't feel kung ano man negative na state. Hindi. Ang sinasabi lang namin dito is manage it because these are states, these are emotions, these can be managed. Sa mindset namin marami kasi nagsasabi na sa paligid namin na hindi daw na manage, hindi daw na control yung emotion for a lot of people eh. So sa state lang namin sa ginagalawan namin mundo, um we want to give you the freedom, the power to have more control over your life. Period. Wala na ako idadagdag doon yun lang. Period. Thoughts. NLP, thoughts to emotions eh. Thoughts to emotions. Higher quality, better quality thoughts. That's emotions. Nice. Ganda nan. Ganda nan, man. Mm. Sige, go, go, go. It happens. It happens. Mm. Yung i-connect ko doon, bro, I think I want to go back with some of the things that you said. Ito yan energy at focus. Idagdag natin yung attention. Okay? So, sinulat ko eh. Sinusulat ko, di ba? Siyempre, transfer dyan. So, where do you put your attention? So, for example, galit ka. Yeah. Yung buong attention mo nandun eh. Ito yung kino-concept natin dito, yung state interrupt, pattern interrupt, no? Yung bad trip ka, teka lang, yung focus mo nandun sa kinababad tripan mo eh. Now, if you get to shift that focus, that energy, that attention to something different. Kung bad trip ka, biglang umutot yung kaaway mo o yung katabi mo umutot. Di ba minsan parang, di ba, basag eh. Basag eh. So, minsan nagko-conflict na yung katawan, utak mo na parang, ano tutuloy ko ba itong bad trip na to o tatawa na ako bigla. Di ba? So, again, these simple concepts, if you get to work with it, you're now creating what we call a system. Tama? So, kunwari, bad trip ka, okay, i-map mo. Kung alam mo pala yung bad trip na feeling, syempre alam mo rin yung happiness na feeling. You could map these emotions eh. When you're, eto medyo advanced na to When you're feeling happy, peak ng happiness mo, I want you to also check where's the feeling of sadness. Where are the other feelings if you get to map it? Teka lang, happy-happy ka ngayon, teka lang, saan yung feeling ng sadness? And remember, these are emotions, right? that are triggered by your thoughts. Moment sa nangyayari, 'di ba? Nanalo ka, first kiss mo, sinagot ka, tama, 'di ba? Nag ano ka, nagsimpleng game ng ML, nanalo ka, yes, yes. Iba yung feeling ng ginugulpi kayo tapos nanalo ka. Ang sarap na, sarap. Wow! Yes! Kasi you were already believing na talo na kayo eh. Tapos bigla kayong nanalo, tapos yung feeling na, yes! Di ba? Yung feeling na yon, sarap. Oo, bus na. Gulpi-gulpi. Oh, 20. Wow, wow. So, kita mo yung mukha-mukha namin ni Justin dito. Alam namin yung feeling na yun eh. Right? Now, here's the thing. O biglang change yung feeling. No? Okay, here's the thing. Malungkot ka. Then you remember. Diba? You access. So, every time na malungkot ako, sabihin mo, teka lang, ano nga pala yung, ma-remember ko yung feeling na yun nung nanalo ko nung comeback game na yun. Tapos na-remember mo lahat, ni-record mo pa eh. 'Di ba? Nabalikan mo kaagad yung state na yon. Pansinin mo yung nangyayari sa katawan mo, sa utak mo ngayon. Nag-change din yung feeling. Attention yun eh. Energy and focus. Tama? So that's what we do as NLP coaches and hypnotherapists. We get to also work with states. Sarap eh. Sarap. Oo. Kung kaya lang natin ilahat eh. Kaso ang lawak eh. Sobrang lawak talaga. Sobrang lawak. Sige. Hmm. Oo. Oo. Yan, siguro share ko yung concept nun. So, nagkwekwentuhan kami ni Justin. Parang, I think this was months ago. Months ago. Nag-post pa nga ako ng picture nun eh. Di ba? Post pa tayo ng picture na parang, uy, we're cooking something. Di ba? Pero, we had to think of a concept. Ano ba yung pareho natin love gawin and ano yung what impact can we share, can we do sa mga followers natin? Kasi syempre lumalaki din yung mga following din natin, no? So, ang sabi namin, teka lang, mindset. And dito pumasok yung concept na, teka lang, happy, dapat masaya yung masaya. 'Di ba? Masaya, masaya. Syempre kung gagawin namin 'to, this is just an advocacy. Gusto lang din namin mag-enjoy, magkwentuhan, and what we wanted to do was actually talk about neuro-linguistic programming, talk about hypnosis, talk about magic, talk about passion. Passion that just leads a person to their own happiness. 'Di ba? So different versions of happiness, we could get to interview people also na tipong nakikita nyo, alam mo yung feeling na hindi mo alam yung kuwari pag-collect ng fund ko, bro. Pag-collect ng fund ko. For example, ako hindi naman yun masaya for me. Pero nung nakita ko yung kaibigan ko na parang bumibili siya ng bumibili ng fund ko, tapos nakita ko yung sobrang fascination niya. Oh, anong meron? Anong meron? So ngayon, nung naintindihan ko, sinubukan ko yung concept, nung bumili, nung bumili na ako ng una ko, tapos sabi ko, ganda na to ah. Tapos, nagsunod-sunod na. Yung concept ko lang ng anchoring. Concept ko lang ng anchoring. So, think about it. Ito, meron akong yung mga crystals, 'di ba? Tapos yung mga passion ko like ito, Bitcoin. Oh, simple lang. If you get to see this stuff around you, ito, Scorpio. Scorpio. Ah. Lightsaber. 'Di ba? Yung mga simpleng ito si Frieza na nakabakyo, nakabakyo. 'Di ba? Ito ako eh. I mean, villain tapos 'di ba parang 'di ba? So, these are reminders, these are anchors na kuwari sa NLP na you could get to use to access states. So when I get to see this Frieza, this reminds me na, teka lang, masyado na yata ako nagiging nice guy dito. Kailangan ko bumalik dun sa normal na state na manage ko ulit yung state. So a simple just look at that, it reminds me, boom, instant state change. Yung look, nakita ko si, yan, yung Luffy ko dito sa gilid ko, instant state change yan. Dapat energy, di ba? Leadership, belief in your teammates. Di ba? A lot of values are embodied with just a certain anime character. So I get to surround my desk with these anchors because I know how this works sa NLP. A simple bracelet like this, sabi nung bracelet, pag iniisip mo siya, parang this gives you prosperity, ganyan, etc. And you believe it, mas malaki yung chance that it works for you. Right? So, yun yung mga ginagamit namin as NLP practitioners. We use certain anchors so that we're easily brought to that state that we want to access. So, yun. A state. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. 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 Sige. Sige, social media ko, madali lang na 'yun. Ken Ken Somera, 'yan. Ken Ken Somera. Ken dash Ken yung pag sine-search niyo ako. TikTok, rare lang ako mag-post sa TikTok, pero kung meron lang akong insight, nagpo-post na lang ako diyan. Wala nang edit-edit, just posting. Ano 'yun, luma na 'yun tol, may direktor 'yun na gumawa nung kaibigan ko, Haika Jobs. Oo, shoutout dun sa friend kong director. Parang prinaject niya yan. Prinaject niya ako dun. So, medyo acting yun. May acting, di ba? May oras ka talagang mag-aayos ka talaga. Yun. It was a very, very good experience then. Tapos, yun nga. Socials ko, yeah, sa Facebook. You could easily follow me on Facebook. I have a group also. NLP Persuasion group. It's more centered with my daily insights. So, hindi lang siya persuasion. Minsan, more of like mental health and mindset, mga techniques or topics na gusto ko lang i-share doon, binabato ko lang doon. Hindi ko na sinishare din sa public. Bakit? Kasi minsan yung mga bagay na for marketing, yun yung for public. And kung gusto ko lang mag-add ng value doon sa mga tao that follow me, binabato ko lang siya doon sa group. Yung okay lang mag-flood. Yan, so, flood ka, oh, go lang. So, yun yung sa socials ko, TikTok and Facebook. Tapos sa mga workshops, I have some upcoming workshops pero I think hindi ko sure kung kailan lalabas tong podcast eh. So, uh, I think si Hypnocom yung pinakamalapit. Hypnotic Communication Masterclass is 6 days. I do think wala masyado nakakapag-deliver ng deep topics pa regarding hypnotic language patterns. Doon lang yung nakafocus yung program na yan. So, this would be November to December. Yan, PM nyo na lang ako for questions. Or if ever PM nyo rin si Justin kung interested kayo so that he could connect you to me. And then, mm, salamat, salamat. So, Hypnocom. And then, next year, yun nga, me and Justin are planning something. So, i-finalize lang namin, tingnan lang namin how we could work with it. Pero tignan muna namin. Kasi pareho kaming persuasion trainers eh. And as pareho kaming persuasion trainers, ang nakita namin na maganda sa isa't isa is we have different approaches. We have different topics that we both think that if we could combine it, we could deliver something really, really nice to the people. So, tingnan namin yung collaboration na yan. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. And then, yeah. Ako rin, may natutunan din ako kay Justin yung sa mga body language, yung, lalo yung 3-hit combo niya, sobra, dapat matutunan niyo yun. Super, super helpful. And up to now, I'm still using that approach din sa body language. And natutunan ko yun dun sa kay Justin din sa mga workshops niya. Pero ang asaran nga namin kanina, so, bro, alam ko, branding mo is good intentions. Ako na si bad intentions, total nakapula naman ako ngayon, eh, 'di ba? And I think, bro, that's something nice. Because not we don't see trainers actually teaching the dark approaches. Oh, the dark approaches, eh. Wala, eh, wala, eh. So I think we could play with that. Sige, pag-usapan namin ni Justin 'yan, pero again, going back to the podcast, sige bro, tara, any questions? Oo. Happy minds, tara. Salamat bro. Magbayad. Siyempre bro. Sige. Hmm, lalim nun, Bakit ko ba ginagawa yung ginagawa ko? Um, Siguro I just made the decision in my life that value first. Yun, value first. I've I've seen a lot of people na talagang nagbago yung buhay with just sharing simple knowledge na para sa atin simple lang, eh. 'Di ba? Pero when applied, it could create a very big impact to a person's life. So, ginagawa ko 'to, syempre, I'm also a professional. It's also my business, 'di ba? Maliban dun sa I'm earning from my passion, it's something fun for me. And it's something that could like give me a sense of fulfillment as I go on with this. So, ginagawa ko 'to, yun, for fun, for passion, for my loved ones, and for all the people that I'm like bibigyan ko ng positive feelings, 'di ba? Make people around you feel good, and a lot of things will go back to you rin. So, ayun lang, ang siguro closing remarks ko, one of my advocacies is working with negative self-talk. Ang favorite statement ko ngayon that I love saying is, ang hirap na, eh, ang hirap na ng buhay, eh, 'di ba? Malaking part nito is yung mundo minsan kalaban mo na, tas endpoint pati sarili mo kalaban mo pa rin, right? So if you get to work with the concepts of yung mga pinag-uusapan namin kanina, it could help you see the world differently, create better systems for yourself to manage your thoughts, to manage your emotions. And if you could work with that, I do think that your life could like feel better or like improve more. So, yun, that's me, Ken Sumera. So, yun yung ano ko, yun yung message ko na para sa mundo. Yun, impact, yeah. Oo, tol. Oo nga. Oo, naalala ko yun. Tama, tama. Ang galing. Thanks for that reminder din. Oh. Bitawan mo na. Ate. Ah.